We are back.
You are truly the master.
I am the master on the board, master.
Woo! We got new shit.
New shit.
Fucking the new mic on that one, but I had to get it out there. Cheers, bruh.
I will tell you right now, you ain't gonna blow out shit on me.
We got new shit. So subscribers. Cheers.
Dude, our friends couldn't even subscribe on Rumble so we could go live on Rumble. What the fuck?
Shout out Rumble. So we got sports.
Woo! Love that so cold, don't you?
Spirit of New Orleans, baby.
Yeah, you're gonna not want to
So, we got some sports. We got unbelievable fight coming up.
It's fucking insane.
Been looking at this, we've been talking about this. Probably the last 2 or 3.
Yep.
That big of a fight, that much in advance.
It's stacked. If there's ever a fight that I may pay for, it'll be this one.
Really?
Yeah. I'm worried about the last time.
Yeah, that's true.
Every fucking time it's fucking second round of the last fight, my shit turns off and I'm scrambling to find it before something big happens.
That's how it's gonna get you. That's how it gets you.
Yeah, he shuts you down right at the end, motherfucker.
We got, let's see, what else happened? We had the British Open, shortest motherfucker on tour, Brian Harmon, dominated and crushed one of my original bets of the year.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Great, didn't pay up. Let's see, we have NFL news coming up that we can start with.
Yeah.
Wild scenario there.
Probably.
Continuing the sludge.
Golf.
I'm going to get in there. I'm going to go on the side of saying that, it's probably going to go.
Already?
But we got that to watch. We also have some baseball to watch. Betting pretty well. Starting to turn around. I haven't been betting like crazy. You turn it around. Really turn it around. Well, so me and that guy are going to fucking run.
And SP's just in the galaxy.
SP's easy. So we'll go through the comments.
He goes fucking 3 weeks without hitting it, and then fucking he hits like a 300-pointer.
He rolls.
Fucking killer.
In the distance.
Still October.
Yeah, until October, then he's going to be having every fucking night. So we'll get into a little bit of competition, some of the recent events that we had, but gotta say, right out of the gate, the NFL, even when it's so seemingly meaningless, part of the year for the season, which is the training camp, the beginning of training camp. Is that one of our guys?
Sorry to interrupt, but we have a speaker or a caller on the line.
Oh, is this the coach? Is this the fucking T-ball coach?
This is the T-ball, soccer coach, everything coach.
/ goalie tonight. I had to be goalie.
You had to be goalie?
Yeah, I had to be goalie.
Well, I hope you didn't let any goals in.
Yeah, 4 of them.
You have 4 goals in?
How old is your child, that guy?
7 and 8 year olds. All right, I can't stop them all.
7 and 8 year olds.
How big's the net?
It's not big.
It's about a quarter of a normal size soccer net.
Like a lacrosse net.
No, it's bigger than that. What?
I wouldn't have eaten the double cheeseburger at lunch if I knew I was going to be goalie tonight.
Was the team mad at you that you let 4 goals in?
Well, the team consisting of my daughter is she's not very happy with me.
Yeah.
She's like, you suck. So
do you think that's gonna hurt or help your contract negotiations with your daughter and her team going into next season?
Yeah, I'll probably be asked not to come back. That's I just be on. I'm better on the side than in the middle because I could have stopped some of them. You don't want to show them all my skills, but man, the one girl she got it right on my wrist.
Oh,
I'm gonna
boy.
be bruised.
You're gonna be bruised.
This bruise is gonna take a while to heal. But
Are you gonna get back to us when you get some pictures on it? How long do you expect to be out for? Will you miss the next practice? Any other game
yes, I
time?
will be on the DL for a little bit, but I will update when I get some good shots, some action shots.
What was the final score?
We don't keep count, but it was a lot to a little, and by little we didn't score it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Was there another adult in the net across from you, or did you
No, I was playing
lose
against
to
all
a
girls.
8-year-old girl goalie?
I was the guy playing all the girls, and I didn't want to stop every shot, but I also didn't think I'd get peppered.
I'd hate to say it, that guy, but maybe you are the qualifying factor of men competing in women's sports.
Yeah. Yes, had I been prepared, listen, proper preparation prevents poor performance. I did not prepare.
See, it really can be equal. Just put people out there like that guy in goal.
I wore the wrong deodorant.
Smells like Teen Spirit out there, buddy.
Thank you. Just reporting from the field. Back at you.
All right. Thanks,
Thanks,
that guy.
Bounce back.
That fucking guy.
I take it you went live because he always calls in when we go live.
Of course I went live.
Yes.
Why wouldn't I go live?
Thanks, that guy. Rest up. Shake it off. It's tough. You're proud man when you stand in that net against 7 and 8-year-old girls. Interestingly enough, I wanted to ask him though of like how exactly that came about. That there wasn't any other, person that was willing to hop into net during that, or they just thought, what's closest to a 7 or 8-year-old girl's athletic talents? That guy. You know what? There's a couple other dads here. You guys look, like you probably would take it too seriously. Let's put in that guy, and we won't know the difference between if he's just letting them in or if they're actually scoring. So it'll be fair enough. Like it's up for competition.
All the girls will think he's letting them in, but he won't be actually letting them in.
Yep. And it's a good move. Hey, God bless him for doing that.
That's insane. I did want to start off this Mortal Sportsman before we get back into the NFL. This is our day, or I would say not even weekly, our monthly way to get away from it all.
Yes.
Just like NFL is, just like baseball is, just like hockey is. Everything, all of these sports are to mask the pain of what's actually going on in the fucking world.
Yes. Thank you for coming to grips with that.
So here we are,
Look at you.
talking about these fucking overpaid scumbags, and let's talk about the NFL.
He had to get that out of there.
Fucking
And
Aaron
we're
Rodgers,
changing
let's
it up
go.
in Bronny Jr.
And let's bring a James into this, because why the fuck not?
No, we can go into the NFL.
Yeah.
So that's the first story that I had seen. And again, the fact that the NFL can still be the main talking point of most sports talk shows in America, which they're fucking all shot anyways, especially this time of year. Half of them are already jerking off Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. The other half are still thinking maybe this is the Cowboys' year, where they're shit talking.
Fucking Dak's gonna take it all the way this year, man.
So,
Dak.
Breaking news as of today in the NFL.
I'm waiting.
Joe Burrow is fragile.
Fragile.
He's fragile, okay? He must be
Italian.
Fucking Joe Burrissimo.
And if I swear to God, if this is the first time we get emails and it's of people saying, I thought fragile, it must be French. I'm going to punch somebody in the head.
Good. Give us the email, Sergeant Brubby's crew, and everybody else out there listening.
It is definitely fucking Italian.
It's Italian.
It's Italian.
It's Italiano.
Yeah.
Is mucho grasso, beautiful, bella. Something like that.
That was a little much, but all right.
So Giorgio Barissimo, he went down today with a calf injury. That was the first thing that I had sent over this afternoon. I was like, we didn't have a whole lot to talk about, so we came up with a top 10 quarterback list.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, fuck.
And
that guy's definitely in there.
And mine's
that
fucked
doesn't
now.
look good. Yeah.
Mine's fucked now.
I'll say this. At least it wasn't an Achilles. If it was his Achilles, done for the year. ACL. Weirdest thing to me, and fuck it, I mean, it's sports. We're not going to have a lot of them. You never know. He was wearing a calf-like sleeve on that leg. So, and when they asked the coach about it after the practice, like, obviously that's all they're going to ask him. Fucking star quarterback who's, by the way, lobbying for a new contract that's going to pay him more than what Justin Herbert just got paid. I'll tell you that in a minute. It's obviously the only question they're going to ask, and he's just trying to brush it all off like no big deal. It's early. It's training camp.
So hit the bell.
Yeah.
All these players had to get vaccinated, right? Hit the bell.
Here we go.
Is it possible that it's a blood clot in his leg?
If that's the case, I wouldn't be shocked.
It'd be,
but you'll never know.
You'll never know.
They're starting to find blood clots in a lot of people. And I mean, eventually when we get into the Bronny James situation and no one really knows what for anything, but you're immediately going to run to one thing, rightfully so. You should be fucking vigilant and ask questions and be a widow like the rest of us.
Goddamn right.
But in the Joe Burrow case, I didn't even think of that. I saw that there was something on his leg, and then he started like hopping like it was an Achilles injury, which you know it's down there, and usually that means that's a tough surgery to come back from. He might be able to come.
They might not even be able to
season.
Yeah, they might not even be able to reattach it.
Right,
reattach it.
That's like at least end of the year, if not the entire season, gone in the first day of training camp or first week of training camp. So it's awful. Again, he's a fucking rival of the Bills. He crushed the end of my season last year, being a season ticket holder for the Buffalo Bills. But I don't wish that upon anybody.
Fuck no.
You want to beat people. You want to.
I want him 100%.
Exactly. You don't want any excuse. When we barely beat the Dolphins, that's the first thing everyone said. Well, if Tua played, we would have won. I mean, I was like, probably. Fuck, we played awful. We played a good quarterback the next week. We got smoked.
Yeah.
We deserved it. It was all off, and that might reflect in my rankings later on with the quarterbacks. But Joe Burrow, did not want him to get hurt. I don't think it's that serious. They say it was a calf problem, but my thing is something happened before, either during the offseason. Fuck, did you see that fucking Nyheim Hines on the Bills is out for the entire year because he got crashed into by a jet ski while sitting on a jet ski? Yeah. Season-ending injury. I'll have to fucking look up specifically what it was, but
I didn't hear that, no.
So first of all, this is a theme that I want to start with, which is the Joe Burrow injury, and then Jalen Ramsey got carted off with an injury today.
Fuck?
And
Tyreek Hill.
Garrett Wilson, the receiver for the Jets, he didn't get carted off, but he walked off today.
Isn't that the
dude? These guys are getting hurt a lot quicker than they normally would. Now, is that just because it is the first week of hitting, or I don't even think they're hitting. Like I think they're not even wearing pads.
Joe Burrow wasn't wearing pads.
Yeah, it's just
none of the O-line was. Yeah, they were just doing.
Their legs look brittle. Man. You could be onto something there,
bro.
But Nyheim Hines, that one was crazy because I don't even know if he really is in a position to really be that much of an effective player for us. We didn't use him enough last year. He's a great special teams player. He had that incredible game against the Patriots, the first game after the Damar Hamlin incident, which I will never forget.
Sorry, breaking news. Indictment just been filed on Donald Trump for 4 new criminal charges, including willful retention of classified documents. Just had to get that out there. Sorry.
He is a former USFL football owner, so that's why it applies to sports. Thank you. Former USFL owner Donald Trump has now been indicted, and we know how that one goes. So, non-football injury for him. It was a torn ACL. He was sitting on a sitting jet ski. Someone else crashed into him while he was on the jet ski and tore his ACL.
Oh shit!
And because it's a non-football injury,
he doesn't get paid.
He might not get paid.
That hurts.
And his agent is pissed.
Of course he is, because he's not getting the cut.
This is what
his
agent tweeted out. Okay?
Here we go. Because he's a dick and doesn't care about anything but himself and his payday.
Yeah.
Let's hear what he had to say.
At Ed_Waz, because he tweeted it. That's how everyone goes about these things these days. Ed Wazalewski.
Who the fuck is that?
Sounds Italian. Just kidding.
It sounds Ukrainian.
Or Polish.
Polish.
He's probably Buffalo born. All right. Adversity. This is Ed Wazalewski. Adversity reveals character. Everyone has a choice to treat others with respect and dignity. It's revealing when an employee is injured to see how a company takes care of its own. I will continue to believe that people will do the right thing when bad things happen to their own. Now,
it sounds good, but he's still just waiting for his payday.
Right. That sounds good, and it's an unfortunate incident that was suffered not on the football field. Like if you suffer a football related injury, I'm pretty sure you're entitled to all of your pay.
Yeah.
But when it's a non-football injury and it happens outside of not even outside of a game. This isn't like Joe Burrow going down in the field and all that.
No,
like
it's
shit.
outside of any football
or
related.
even like the facility. You're on a fucking jet ski. This is like when Plaxico Burress shot himself inside of a fucking club.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Remember that one?
Yes, I do.
God, I've been waiting so long to get a Plaxico Burress fucking reference out here.
You did it.
Damn you, Naheem Hines, from my beloved Buffalo Bills, to have to be the one to bring that one up. But, dude, I'm sorry. Like, they should come to an agreement. They should get a settlement type deal where, like, maybe you don't get all of it, kind of like paid family leave or something like that. When you go out, you don't get all of it.
Hang on.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I don't agree.
But if you don't agree with no pay, you want him to get paid?
At least something. Yes.
Why?
Well, he's gonna get paid something.
Why?
Because
he has not.
It's like it's almost like an insurance policy.
Okay, then you should have insurance.
They are the insurance, though. The NFL is
the NFL
players' insurance.
The NFL Players Association.
I didn't even get into concussions yet because they've been denying that shit forever.
But the NFL Players Association is their insurance.
Right.
The team is not their insurance. Their team is their employer. If you are not doing work for the employer, you don't get paid.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
If you hurt yourself, like let's say though, like let's put it out this way. If you're on disability,
yeah,
who's paying you that money when you're on disability?
The state.
Right. So the state is not going to pick up an NFL player's salary if
That's
he
where
hurt himself outside of the workplace.
That's why you're
I mean?
in the Players Association. That is a union. That's where they come in.
Yes.
That's where they give you the money.
Yeah. I mean, and the union, that's what the union wants to do. They want to stand by the player.
Well, they should, because it's the union.
If the union even has any money for that.
They should have some sort of, what do they call it?
Collective bargaining?
Slush fund or something?
I'm sure the NFL's got a pretty big slush
not even it's not called a slush fund. It's called
I know
something.
what you mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it sucks for him. Obviously, he's just a
that fucking sucks.
Very unfortunate incident, very unfortunate situation. And in Joe Burrow's case, I hope it's not that bad. I don't think it will. So it came out as a calf strain, not necessarily a calf injury. And I think any of the lower, injuries that you could suffer, it's not like a ligament. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You didn't tear an ACL. You didn't tear your Achilles.
You didn't break anything.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you didn't fuck up your ankle.
Yeah.
It's your calf. It's probably sore as fuck and it's strained. And you're not gonna see him play in the preseason anyways. Put a bubble on him. I sent the video of him hobbling around after it happened to SP.
Yeah.
And he goes, fucking wrap Josh and bubble wrap.
So what happened to Garrett Wilson? That's the showboaty guy from the Jets, right?
Yeah, I mean
and he's always pissed off at the refs and the defensive men, and
they got that's the quarter. So Zach Wilson's the quarterback.
Oh, okay.
Garrett Wilson's the receiver, who's way better than Zach Wilson.
Yeah, but he's still a baby.
Yeah, I mean he's young. I mean Zach Wilson.
Not even that, but he's just a baby. He's a prima donna.
Yeah, I mean, he's a receiver. I heard this on the way out here. I think it was on Speak, and they say like every receiver has to have some level of prima donna, and it's like if the prima donna reaches the level where it's past the talent, then you got a problem.
All right.
If your talent exceeds the level of your prima donna, no problem. We'll fucking deal with it, man. You're winning us football games.
Yeah.
It's getting close to that with Stephon Diggs. So
is it?
Maybe not. Maybe it's nothing.
It's conspiracy theories with the Bills.
It seems like nothing. It's too much. I'm not getting into it because the media is talking about that shit. I'm not feeding it. All I'm feeding you is that Garrett Wilson is expected to be okay after an ankle injury today. So he was limping off. They kept saying they're not concerned. This is the thing. The healthiest you're going to be in an NFL football season is today.
Yeah, right?
Right?
It's the first
you're already
day of
starting the first day of practice where you're not even hitting, you have no pads on. I looked at like the years past of the Ravens when they had that problem where they lost like fucking 3 or 4 running backs in one season.
Yeah.
Season-ending injuries. Strength and conditioning. Look at the fucking facilities. Look at the coaches. Look at their training habits. Look at everything.
Mm-hmm.
And how
their medications.
Everything is at the top level it's ever been. Are these players seemingly getting weaker? And I'm not saying it's like they're not running and colliding into each other at faster speeds, but they're like a lot smaller than they were in the fucking even like the last 10, 15 years.
Oh, are you saying that we're
Demasculating people?
Yeah.
I don't deny that. But I'd say the last, big injury to start the news of NFL training camp, because my God, we are just this generation of football player. They're just going down left and right. I mean, this is the kind of guy that anyone can root for. You know what I mean? Like, he's the kind of player that's like relatable on every level. He won a Super Bowl. He played on a shitty team before he went there. He talks a lot of shit because, he's so good. And then he left that Super Bowl winning team who sucked last year to go to South Beach. We're talking about, of course, everyone's favorite football player, Jalen Ramsey.
Doesn't everybody hate him?
You didn't catch the sarcasm? I thought I was laying it on pretty thick.
Oh, shit. So
here it is.
Can you tell me
As
why?
Of 6:35 p.m. You ready for this?
I'm
this
ready.
is another breaking news story for you.
Season ending?
The Dolphins will be without one of their top offseason acquisitions after Jalen Ramsey suffered a knee injury that will require surgery.
Oh, he's out for the season.
He will miss time, is what they said. Not the season. He will miss time.
Oh, great. So he's going to come in at week 11 when it's already set in stone that we're not making the playoffs.
Let's put it this way. I never had fucking faith in him even being a difference maker for your team. So I don't.
We already have the difference makers.
I was going to say, I don't think that's a loss for you guys. If Hill went down that early, that's a loss.
He'll put him down.
Sucks. Yeah,
He'll
caused him to tear his ACL. You saw that.
Yeah.
Dude, how about that? Welcome to the Dolphins.
Go fuck
Don't
yourself.
get your ACL. Fucking pussy. Dude, Jalen Ramsey is the epitome of what, like, ultra conservative, like, stand for the anthem, don't you fucking kneel, motherfucker type players hate.
Yeah.
Showboaty, running his mouth. I'll always hate him because of what he said, not only about Josh Allen being trash before he ever even played a single snap in the NFL. Well, Josh Allen, he's trash. I can't wait to play him this year because I'm going to prove it too. And then what happened? Oh, we beat him. And what happened the next time we played Jalen Ramsey? We beat him. And then I believe that was a third time that we played him, and wow, would you look at that? We beat him. So you might actually beat us this year because Jalen Ramsey's going to be fucking
on the fucking sideline.
He's never beaten Josh Allen in his professional career after he called him trash in a GQ article.
That's awesome.
Good looks, buddy. Hate to see it happen to a better guy. But he's the type of player that that's the other thing that he said that I hated him for was that he said that if he practiced hockey in 6 weeks, he'd make the NHL.
Well, that's some balls, bro. You got to beat out all the Russians, all the Canadians. You're a dumbass.
6 weeks.
Okay.
I remember someone, they might have been through Barstool, took him out on the ice, and he can't skate for shit, obviously.
Yeah.
And then, like, had a couple, like, decent slap shots. So they showed that. He's like, yeah, I can. I'm like, dude, lace anyone up. By the way, Matt Walsh, you're still a pussy.
Oh, we're getting canceled.
Sorry, Matt Walsh. You're like one of the reasons why we got canceled for some reason. It's just so funny to me because like you're kind of a cancelable guy, but I guess you're like too big now to be canceled because your beard is so fucking fucking groomed and that you're just got glasses on, so people must think you're fucking smart. But apparently you think hockey players wear figure skates, so lace them up, pussy. See you on the ice.
Anytime, anywhere, motherfucker.
With you and Jalen Ramsey, we'll take you both. So that one I actually did not know until about 10 minutes ago. I thought it was going to be like the same theme as the rest of them where it's not major. These injuries happen in training camp.
Yeah.
It's a good thing it happens now, even though, like you said, it might not be till week 11, but he could be back before the season's over. It's good to happen now.
Yeah.
And not, middle of a run. You know what I mean? Like middle of the
season.
So, it's not good to happen ever, but it's good to get it out of the way early.
Let's turn this just for a second, then we'll do our top 10.
Yeah.
Do some will say good news. I think it's terrifying news.
Oh, boy.
But Damar Hamlin
Oh, yes.
has been cleared to play.
Yeah, he was there at training camp.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Bro.
Do you want to say, I mean, mostly I thought you were going to go with the fact that he's not Damar
It's
Hamlin.
not Damar Hamlin.
Right. Thank you.
But I just thought it was crazy. Like, okay, so people that don't know, I was just in a car accident. Now, every time that I go through that intersection, I'm a little scared because I got T-boned. Someone ran a red light. I get a little scared.
Yeah.
I can't imagine if I got hurt.
You died.
Or if I died and they brought me back, if I'd ever go through that intersection again.
Yeah.
This motherfucker's back on the field like 9 months later.
Here's the thing, and it's one thing I think most people don't want to admit, especially within the Bills Mafia community. He's not going to be able to start. He's not going to be able to play. It's a fucking PR move.
All he has to do is play for.
He might get cut.
All he has to do is play for one fucking.
There's a fucking conspiracy.
You want to fucking hear you ready?
Yeah, let's bring it. We want some.
This is bringing it back to our. I'm placing. This is my lock of this week. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what the odds are. Look them up. What the fuck is it? Best returning player or something?
Comeback player of the year.
Comeback player of the year. If he
Damar
plays
Hamlin.
one fucking snap, boom, he wins. That's
true.
the lock of the year right there.
Well, his SB speech, I think we did play it on one of the last ones. It was pretty. I mean, he didn't say anything, but like that SB speech, did you watch it at all?
I did not.
I liked it just because it was coming from the medical staff. So, I mean, obviously, believe what you want to believe. Believe he's dead.
Okay.
I'm sure part of you still somewhat believes that
That's
he's
a
not.
clone.
Okay, sure. Here's my thing, though, before we get into that, is the guy who did the speech, the SB speech, was the lead medical, whatever, the trainer for the Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
They awarded this award, the Pat Tillman Service Award, to all of them. And his one defining quote that he had in that speech was, "We're not used to having the spotlight all on us."
Yeah.
I call bullshit. Because for the last 2 years, the spotlight's been on the medical community the entire fucking time.
100%.
That might have been I gotta ring the bell. That might have been the swan song of that. And now we move right on to climate change. But to get back to sports,
We're actually
I don't
in
think
global
you can
cooling.
clone. I don't think you can clone Damar physically and then say like that a clone now knows how to play football. I think the body has to know how to play football. I don't think you just clone a football player and that new body is now immediately able to play football.
All right, so
That's my point.
I'm just gonna fucking.
And now we're getting really into like the philosophy.
We're
of
just
what
gonna
makes
go
a
on.
human and all
We're
that.
gonna go right into a tangent and then go right into our top 10.
Okay.
All right. So did you see what happened to Mitch McConnell?
Mitch McConnell tweaked out. He basically short circuited, or the batteries on the 2023 Mitch McConnell model ran out.
So right before that, he said that they were very close on sealing the NDAs. What NDAs is he talking about? And as soon as he's in mid-sentence, this lady comes over, taps him on the hand, shuts down. We got fucking clones and robots in our midst, bro. All right, top 10.
So I'm gonna say though that the philosophy of like what makes a human, and in my spiritual realm, because we'd get there if you'd ever listen to the Astro Anthology episodes, which I know you all and do. But I'm thinking it's mind, body, soul, right?
Yeah.
So half of what you know, well, a third of what you are is your mind of how to play football, right? Something only your mind has learned. Now, if they could clone his brain, then it would be exactly the same. The mind would be the same, right?
You don't
So
think...
now you got 1/3 of Damar Hamlin.
Okay.
This is the theoretical.
All right.
We have a clone of Damar Hamlin.
All right.
There's the mind, right? That's 1/3 of it. The soul...
Never getting that back.
I don't know if you're ever going to... Exactly. I don't know if you ever get that back. And maybe Damar, if he is a clone, he's probably pretty pissed off at what fucking happened. So his soul's out in space haunting people. So there you go. There's the 1/3 you're not going to get back. The body is where it's like, if you're now 67% of the same person, that means that your body understands what it's like to be a football player.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can just create a body. Like there's, what's it called? Like reactions or just like memory, like muscle memory.
What?
The muscle memory of a body only pertains to that body.
Hang on a second. What is a brain?
It's an organ.
Okay. It is a huge central processor.
Yeah. It's a computer.
All it is a computer.
Yeah.
You don't think that the government has figured out how to download fucking your mind into a computer?
I believe they could.
All right, so then
We're definitely at that level.
So if you can download a mind into a computer and then you can upload that mind into a robot, he would know everything about Damar Hamlin. He would know all of his... He would be Damar Hamlin just without the soul. So all of the muscle memory is there. Mm-hmm. All of the playing football is there. All of the sad moments in his life are there. Everything is there. It's just you don't have a soul, and it's a robot.
Gotcha. So 67% works for you.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I see your argument. That's a good...
He's not human.
Right.
He's a cloned robot thing. He's transhuman.
Okay.
Not trans...
If
whatever,
that,
but he's
that
transhuman.
Theory has legs. I'm gonna have to say that it's more of like a biological thing, but you make a good point on the fucking side of Mitch McConnell. I mean that again, I just think the model started skitzing out or whatever like that, but I did not realize someone tapped him on the hand.
Tapped him on the hand, and he fucking immediately skitzed out. Sorry, that's a terrible term. He immediately. I hope he's okay, but he had some medical emergency.
Something happened.
A stroke, a seizure. He had something happen to him.
Okay.
Or he's a robot.
Or he's a bot. Yeah, one way or the other. We'll ring the bell. Thanks for having us.
All right, so
we're leaving Earth. You think just to talk about NFL news and the happy story of DeMar Hamlin being back wasn't gonna fucking sideways skirt into that stuff?
If you didn't see that,
you haven't been paying attention.
Yeah, you need to go back and listen to some more episodes.
Maybe go check out a few of our Astros.
Top 10 QBs.
Yes, I think you should just run through your top 10.
All my top 10.
Yeah.
So
not like take your time.
Yeah.
Explain where it comes from each time. Yeah.
So number 10, I have Brock Purdy for the 49ers, and I know that Brock Purdy is still in job contention. Like, he's still got to make sure that he gets the number one spot.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, they're fucking idiots. But
yeah.
I'm going to say Brock Purdy is going to have a phenomenal year.
Ooh,
I mean, he's got multiple threats. Anybody put in that fucking lineup could probably fucking do a phenomenal year.
Okay. I like it.
Number 9 is going to surprise you, but I have Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua.
I have Tua. I can't
Tua
say
at 9?
2 and 9.
Wow. Okay.
I think he's gonna make the entire season because they are gonna protect him better.
I hope they do.
But I still don't think he's gonna have a stellar year. I think his threats are gonna have a stellar year.
Okay.
Like Tyreek Hill's gonna.
All
have
he's
a stellar
got to do
year.
is get the ball and Tyreek. Waddle.
You can throw it 5 yards and they can fucking take it to the house.
You guys got Gesicki back too, right? You re-signed him. That's big. He was a
major threat. He's a threat. Number 8, my boy, Derek Carr.
I knew I was going to hear that name coming in here. I had to hit a little bit of the car. So. Inside joke.
So I have Derek Carr at number 8 with the Saints. I think, again, I think he'll have a good year, but I don't think it's going to be a stellar year.
Okay.
It's his first year with the Saints. Next year is probably going to be better.
Gotcha.
Number 7, Geno Smith.
Wow, God, this list is fucking shocking. You need to tweet this list out afterwards. Oh my God, that is nuts. Okay,
look how he did with the Seahawks.
You're at what number is this?
7.
Okay, so you started with Brock Purdy.
Yep.
Tua.
Yep.
Derek Carr.
Yep.
And now
Geno Smith.
Okay. Sell me on Geno Smith.
Look what he did with the Seahawks.
He did it. He had a true comeback player of the year. He had a great comeback player of the year.
Everybody wrote off the Seahawks because Russell Wilson went to the Broncos. What happened with the Broncos?
Yeah,
they sucked.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later. But Geno Smith fucking did phenomenal.
Yeah.
And it shows that if you protect the motherfucker and he can get the ball out, he's a decent quarterback.
I get that. I mean, and he had a great year. Now,
and he can run.
His team is good too. I like Pete Carroll has built that defense back up in like 1 or 2 drafts, which is incredibly impressive for a guy his age. Belichick hasn't been able to draft anyone ever. So, and he's still the greatest coach ever.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Tom was the best. Anyways. The Seattle
Seahawks,
I think
my
are
video?
due for a regression a little bit. That's just my opinion. I think they might step back a little bit, and I think the only team that's going to be good in that division is going to be your boy Brock Purdy and the Niners. But I like what Geno did. Hey, watch out! He's a good fantasy sleeper quarterback if you get him late. If you can get him as like a second quarterback for your team, in a fantasy team, he can put up some numbers.
He'll do you well.
Yeah.
Number 6, Trevor Lawrence.
T-Law, baby. The prince
love
that was promised.
Guy. Fucking sunshine.
Sunshine.
I fucking love that guy.
That was for you, babe. That's right. Bear's in the building tonight.
Bear is in the building. Number 5, your favorite, Patrick Mahomes.
Number 5?
Number 5.
Wow, that's controversial. Okay.
Honestly, the fact that he's been up there with the rankings baffles me.
Okay.
He's not the best quarterback, in my opinion.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
I would ask you this: have you watched Quarterback on Netflix?
I have not watched Quarterback on Netflix.
I watched the first couple episodes. It's pretty good.
I heard that it's about him building the house.
I haven't even gotten to that point yet. Oh. I mean, they cover just every episode kind of has a theme.
Yeah.
But like they really do cover him. So it's all in order. Like they'll cover Mahomes first, then they'll go to Kirk Cousins, and they'll go to Marcus Mariota. You start to like all of them. You start to really understand that you relate to them as human beings a little bit more. Like Kirk Cousins, I've always would consider a pussy or whatever, like just like a loser. But he's a tough motherfucker. After you watch that, you're like, this guy's tough as fucking nails. You realize how much they get hit, how hurt they are.
Yeah.
The bruises that Mahomes plays with every week, how much he works.
They
out.
are cerebral assassins
crazy
too.
For 3 days a week, he does this crazy workout outside of the team.
Yeah.
Like he pays this guy to come out to him and does this 3 days a week. Start light on the first day of the week, get a little bit harder on the second, and then like the day before they leave for the game on Sunday, he goes and crazy workout intense.
That's insane.
He does work hard. It kills me to say that I've gained respect for him. Still hate his wife. Still hate his brother, his piece of shit fucking rapist brother. They don't give themselves any good favors in that documentary, but I've gained a bit of respect for Patrick Mahomes watching it for sure.
All right, so number 4, I changed. Number 4
Drop
is
someone?
Joe Burrow.
Prayers out to Joe. Joey Barisimo.
I will tell you why I changed him in a minute, but it's obvious he got hurt.
Yeah,
he's probably gonna get hurt during.
Who was number 3? You moved him down?
I moved him down.
Okay.
Number 3 is George Clooney himself.
Jimmy fucking G.
Jimmy G.
The third best quarterback in the NFL.
Yes, sir.
Oh, god damn. There's not enough fucking Soko in the room to handle that. Okay. All right.
But you have to go back to my fucking predictions of who's going to win the Super Bowl.
Exactly. And you might be alone on this island.
That's
There's maybe
fine.
10 or 15 diehard Vegas Raiders fans out there that think higher of them than you do.
I'm not even a Raiders fan. I just think they're going to win.
That's the best part. And I'm like, dude, we're going to see. Fuck, if they overperform the slightest, I will say that Beejapheths called it. They're not winning the Super Bowl. Jesus Christ, third best quarterback. All right.
Number 2, Lamar Jackson.
Okay. I like it.
That's a not bad one.
It's a good move. He just got paid though.
Okay.
He was the highest paid quarterback for about a month, till Herbie got it. But yeah, I mean he's does shit on the field that no one else does.
He's practically a bionic man at this point, so
he's crazy. Like he's insanely skilled.
Yeah. And number 1,
you picked Josh Allen.
I didn't really want to pick Josh Allen. He was my number 2, but then Joe Burrow's a pussy, so now I have to push him down to number 4.
Wow.
And
So you had Burrow as number 1 originally before today's injury.
I did.
I tell you what, buddy, I wouldn't read up too much into that injury. I still think very highly of Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow's honestly a very good quarterback.
Down too. All right. So before I preface my list, I just want to say that I have a top 10, and within my top 10, I have 4 different tiers.
What the fuck, dude?
Okay? It's very simple.
Why do you do everything extra?
Very simple.
You know how I just read it down 10 to 1? What the fuck?
Yeah, and what'd you end up with? Jimmy G at fucking 3. All right?
So what are your 4 tiers?
It's very simple. They
Okay.
don't have names, but
Okay.
like they're just, to me, there's like 4 of the top 10. There's about 4 tiers, and you could probably even throw like 11 or 12 into the 4th tier, but whatever. So the bottom 3, so from 10 to 8 are the 4th tier. From 7 to 5 is the 3rd tier.
4 to 1 is 1.
2 to 4 is 2, and then there's 1 in his own tier.
Okay. Oh,
There's
God.
1 person in his own tier. I'm gonna put it out there. So on the 4th tier, at number 10, I'm surprised this guy didn't show up in your top 10, to be completely honest. Jared Goff. Jared motherfucking Goff of your Dan Campbell-led Lions with
He's
grit.
got grit,
He's
bro.
got grit. You know he's got the grit.
But
Not feeling Goff this year. He's got a speech impediment. There's that.
the problem is, to be honest,
Yeah.
I look at the list of QBs this fucking year,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a fucking stellar-ass list. Like, I can't... It's hard to pick 10.
I know.
Like, Goff could have been 10. Goff could have been 9. Like,
Yeah.
I could have swapped out so many people for my top 10 with other people.
Jimmy G was still there.
My top 3... My
Your
top... My top
It's your
4...
top 10.
My top 4 are not changing.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
solely believe in those. My top
Gotcha.
4.
Okay.
But everything below 4 could have easily been swapped out
Could've been
by
swapped. Okay.
somebody.
That's
Like,
good.
it's insane how good these fucking quarterbacks are right now.
It is, and it's
They're all soft.
That's why it's fun to do these types of shit.
They're all
The
soft,
candy ass.
but they're very good at what they do.
Yeah.
Except for Aaron Rodgers.
Okay. All right. Well, he may or may not show up in my list later on. Number 9, I had Tua, part of that 4 tier. Right at where you had him.
Hey.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't think we were going to be.
we-
I didn't even think he was going to make the list on yours, to be honest.
This is my thing on Tua, okay? Obviously, brittle, okay? He got a little bit bigger in the offseason, and if they can
Oh, so
protect
he's
him-
slower? Great.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to be – well, the thing is you don't want him to be as much of a mobile quarterback of running because you want him to protect himself.
Yeah, you don't want to get a hit to the head or he's going to go down.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking crazy hands again.
One more fencing incident, and he's probably done for the career. So, you know what I mean? Like that's really how it goes.
Real.
I'm
surprised he's back on the field, to be honest.
I'm pretty shocked myself. Like, I mean, then you're starting
he
to
had
consider
crazy hands, bro. Like
3 concussions in a matter of 10 weeks?
Something like that.
Hey, man, fuck him. He's a warrior. I'll give him that. He's probably more of a warrior than half those fucking guys.
Fucking Junior Seau is looking down on that motherfucker.
Oh, God.
Another Dolphin.
So, let's say this. For Tua's sake, he's a good quarterback. He's smart. You still got to be mobile just to get out of the pocket, to get away from rushes. If they can keep him safe, he's got the weapons. Dolphins are going to be good, man. I think they'll be better than the Jets. But
I think his completion ratio is going to be off the charts. His yardage won't be there.
if he just gets the ball in Tyreek's hands, the yard
Or Waddle.
Either of those guys.
Either of those guys. You could, like I said, you could throw it 5 fucking yards and they're gone.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane.
So I'll say that I do think they're going to be better than Jets, but I have Aaron Rodgers at number
You're
8.
fucking crazy, bro. You're fucking crazy. Not only is he going to a new city, only is he going to a new fucking coaching staff, not only is he going to be followed around by the cameras all fucking year, so is Josh Allen. How do you feel about that? Josh Allen getting followed by cameras all fucking year long.
What's he getting fouled for?
The QBs.
He's going to be on quarterback?
He's going to be on quarterback.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
It's Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, and I think the dude from the Falcons.
Is that confirmed? Because I've seen a lot of
Not the
fake ones of
Falcons.
those.
No, there's the dude from the Patriots because it's all in the same division.
Oh, fucking Mac Jones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's those 3.
Is that real?
The same person that fucking said that he was going to be on the cover of Madden said that he was going to be on quarterback.
That must have just came out today. That's breaking news. He's ready for it. Aaron Rodgers. Here's my case for Aaron Rodgers. Also, the fact that
I get that he's a superstar and he's fucking great, but he's got a lot of shit against him right now.
He also just took a $35 million pay cut.
Why?
You want to hear why?
Is this Jonny Anchors why, or is this the actual why?
This is straight from Mike Florio, who runs Pro Football Focus. He's a pretty respected NFL reporter.
Okay.
I hate him.
Okay. Seems about right.
Naturally, right? I hate all the respected reporters of any sport. They're just fucking pompous douchebags, and most of them are bleeding liberally just annoying, especially Florio. Florio hates all the anti-vaxxers. That's why he hates Aaron. And that's why you can hardly even respect the source of this story. But he said Aaron took a $35 million pay cut. Now, why? First reason is to make his team better so that they can get better players to help him succeed.
So the cap is less.
Less cap, right? Okay. So he took $35 million.
Who are you going to get now?
Right. Maybe Dalvin Cook, but that doesn't really answer their problem. They need offensive line help. They need an OL to keep him safe, or else he's going to be
so you need the most expensive players of the entire league.
Like a backup offensive line that's still going to get paid a lot of money, who's probably not that good. There's not that many offensive line. I've been saying this. I've been preaching this in every Mortal episode. There's not that many good offensive linemen out there.
There isn't.
When you can find one, they keep them. They don't trade them or get rid of them. They pay them.
And then when they're terrible, they get them off their team for cheap.
You're killing our quarterback. Literally, you're fucking hurting our quarterback. Get out of here.
Yeah.
So my theory, and it was kind of
there ain't no blind side no more.
Yeah. No, there is no.
That's also an inside joke.
So,
T-Rex will love that one.
That one was for you, T-Rex. So this could potentially be him saying, don't pay me now. Pay these players. I make enough money in endorsements. I made enough money in my career. I care about winning. I care about proving people wrong. Go and get the pieces with this extra money.
All right.
Or Woody Johnson, the owner of the Jets, could in 5 years or 10 years or however long it takes for him to get out of the league say, would you like some stock in the Jets that you just rebuilt?
Yeah.
Huh?
You think this is a
That would be a massive fraudulent case for the NFL
Is
if
it-
that
is it?
happened. I don't know. It's never been done before.
That's got to be some
No
sort
one's
of
ever
mod-
given up that much money to help his team after, by the way, his last year in Green Bay, he made them pay him a ton of fucking money so that they couldn't afford to keep Devontae Adams. So they couldn't afford to be a good team after he left. What a petty little bitch. And I fucking love Aaron Rodgers.
That could be a power move to get a controlling stake
What?
in the Jets.
Dude, exactly. Which, after he leaves Green Bay, God only knows what could fucking happen. That was my. We'll blend it into my top 10, so we don't have to get into that story
All right.
afterwards.
That's
But,
insane.
dude, took $35 million less. They're gonna theoretically use it on pieces or whatever, and he'll get paid more money next
Yeah,
year.
and if you cared about Whitty, why wouldn't you take less money at Green Bay
Green Bay.
so you could go to the Super Bowl? Because you don't got the weapons right now to go to the Super Bowl for the Jets.
They kind of do, though.
What?
Dude, they have good. They have a okay. They don't.
What
have a good
happened last
offensive
year?
line.
What happened last year?
They had no quarterback.
What? Okay.
They have Aaron Rodgers now.
Okay.
My 8th best quarterback.
Okay, keep going. Fuck it.
No, I mean that's okay. So Brees Hall got hurt. I saw a stat earlier that before Brees Hall got hurt, they were like 5-2, and then after Brees Hall got hurt, they were 2-8. So he's coming back, and then they have another running back they'd get. And if they got Dalvin Cook, but the thing is, like, there's so many free agent running backs. Let's say they sign Dalvin Cook, the Bills will sign Zeke. Like, I think here's a prediction for you. The running back market is going to go fast between teams in the same division.
Yeah.
If one team gets one of those, running backs out there, fuck it, we'll make Leonard Fournette work here. He'll be our power guy. He'll come in literally on the goal line to get 2 yards, and he'll get it every time. That's all we'll need him for. We'll pay him
Running
$6
back
million
too.
a year for 1 year. And it'll just be 1 year deals. Boo, 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 boo. That's the new running back market. Unfortunately for running backs, sucks for them. We can get into a whole fucking topic about that whole thing.
Perform or lose. That's pretty much what it is.
It is, but it's like your position has now been diminished because the position of quarterback has been elevated. There's only so much of the piece of the pie to go around.
Mm-hmm.
And unless you're a Christian McCaffrey or even like
an actual
Saquon
threat,
Barkley,
yeah,
you're a fucking beast. Alvin Cook was considered to be, by some, maybe top 10 running back in the league, top 5 1 year. Can't find a team. Ezekiel Elliott, highest paid running back at one point, can't find a team. You get to the age of like 28 and you're done.
Yeah.
Think of that. Think of any profession that you do in your life, and by the time you're 28, you're done. You're washed to us. Find something else to do.
That's insane.
Wild. So
Go
all
collect the carts at the grocery store, bitch.
Welcome to the peasants.
Yeah, no shit.
Get in line.
Hope you invested that money wisely, you fucker.
Do you have references?
Because
All
we're
right,
calling those bitches.
Good Aaron Rodgers rant.
Yeah, that was nice. Number 7.
Number 7. This is start of tier 3. Your boy Trevor Lawrence, baby.
Hey.
Sunshine. Right above Sunshine, I have Lamar at 6.
Wow. Okay.
So I wanted to put him higher, but I've seen him play in the playoffs as anybody who would have followed the NFL since he joined the league, and he is fucking abysmal. He's won, I think, 1 game. And I believe the last playoff game he played in was in Buffalo during the COVID year, and he left sleepy. Sorry. A little mean. They knocked him out. And what happened last year is they ended up squeaking into the playoffs after they were the number 1 seed for a while, I think, in Baltimore. And, what happened again? Oh, yeah, he got hurt. He couldn't play in the playoff game because he's always fucking hurt. Becomes the highest paid quarterback, which everyone knew he would be. They had a debate about that for fucking, a month or 2 months or 2 years. It's how it works. He gets paid, and then the next guy in line would get paid just a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more, and on it goes. Doesn't change the fact that he's not an unbelievable player. The talent level of him is insane. He can run faster than most running backs or receivers.
Yeah.
He's a quarterback. He can throw the ball pretty fucking well, too.
And he's a bionic man.
Yeah. Well, he's not a bionic man because he's destructible. He's
But everything's been fucking hurt.
Man.
But everything's been hurt.
Yeah.
Everything's been repaired.
He comes back stronger. Can he stay healthy and stop running as much? That's part of his game. If the defense knows that Lamar Jackson or a Josh Allen or anyone that runs a lot that they've been told they're not going to run as much this year. Guess what? That changes the defensive game plan. They're not guessing quarterback run as much anymore. Now they're defending the pass, and it becomes harder to pass.
Yeah.
So that's a whole aspect that they need to figure out if they want to last forever in the league. And to be honest, would you rather have a guy that looks like Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson? And that's not a racial thing, so don't cancel it. Josh Allen's a lot bigger.
He is bigger.
Cam Newton. There you go. Saved our ass. Lamar Jackson's small. If he wants to fucking last in the league, he has to change the game. I think he could. For that reason, for right now, he's number 6. And just slightly better than him. In tier 3 is Jalen Hurts. The Eagles.
Oh, I completely forgot about that guy.
Yeah, I was going to say, I noticed Jalen wasn't on your list, but, I mean, not a lot of people don't believe in this kid either. I think he is what everyone thought Lamar Jackson could be, but more poised to, keep his body healthy. He got a little bit banged up last year, but he still came back, led his team to the Super Bowl, and subjectively played better than Mahomes in the Super Bowl.
Subjectively? Just outright.
He did.
They got fucked by the paint.
Yeah.
I didn't even watch the game, but I know they got fucked by the paint.
Yep. There you go. All I'll say on this level is that Jalen Hurts is young. He learned from the best. He already got replaced once by Tua in Alabama. He knows that you need to always be fighting for your spot, to be fighting to be the best in the NFL. He doesn't seem like a guy that would act the way that Lamar Jackson would have acted to get paid, or the way that other players may act to get paid. He will get his eventually, or actually, I think they did actually re-sign him recently. He's getting paid, but just his durability, his team, the coach, the fact that I think that he could take it another level with his passing game, and there's still more to come with that because he hasn't really been given as much chance. I don't know. I like him better than Lamar.
Okay.
Slightly.
All right.
So my top 4, and I'll just read them off, my tier 2s and 1 together, because these are the 4 best quarterbacks in the NFL.
That's what you say, but then you'll talk about each one of them for 5 minutes. Okay, go ahead.
At 4, Herbert. At 3, Burrow.
Okay. Did he go down?
He went down 1 spot.
All right.
At number 2, I have Josh Allen, and at number 1, I have Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is in a league of his own.
Bro.
Yes.
Coming from you?
Yes.
Dude.
He just is.
Dude.
You'll never see a player
Are you all right?
as cocky. Yes, I feel
you need
fine.
a hug?
I'm not going to go Mitch McConnell on you, I
Are
promise.
you suicidal?
I am not going to go Anthony Bourdain on you either. I'm feeling good. Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league. Gotta admit it. He's a stud. Now, does he benefit from Andy Reid, the offense? Yep. Kelsey? Yep. All the greats ever did. Maybe he makes them better too. Andy Reid never won a championship till he got to Kansas City with Patrick Mahomes. So Brady was the only one to win without the coach combo. And this is like the new dynasty or whatever, quote unquote dynasty, that is supposed to be coming in. And it's based on Patrick Mahomes being pretty fucking good at quarterback because he just has the confidence. There's a difference between being confident enough to play quarterback in the NFL and being overconfident, like the United States women's national soccer team. How about that segue? And being, confident enough to win. So all I'm saying is that he's the best. Burrow I had at number 2, moved him down from the calf injury, put Josh in his place. I think you all know how I feel about Josh Allen. And Justin Herbert, who just got paid. Justin Herbert is now the number 1 paid player in the NFL, number 1 paid quarterback. Where Mahomes comes in 7th, I believe, on that list.
Well, they got him tied in
early.
Yeah. So good on them.
I think what we need to do as a sports fandom is reject idiocracy. Reject topics that are idiotic, such as, well, why didn't this guy get paid as much when he signed his contract? He's better than him. If everyone got paid the equal wage of what they lived in, it's called communism.
Yeah. 100%.
So of a completely performance-based system and wages is not what we have. What we have almost especially in the NFL, is that a one-upsmanship of contracts due to not only the fact that everybody wants that top dog contract and every agent is going to get that contract for their person they're going to walk. They'll find someone that will pay them that. They have the leverage. It's the fact that they also have inflation in tied into it, and it's common fucking sense at this point that if you're the next quarterback to get paid a big contract, you are now going to be the most highest paid quarterback.
Well, not
in the
even
league.
that, but when you look at it from the NFL team's perspective, you're writing a multi-million-dollar lottery ticket. Because it is possible that he could take you to the Super Bowl. It's possible he could be hurt in preseason. It's a lottery ticket.
Yeah.
So
A very expensive one.
yeah,
But it pays great returns.
if
and
you
not just
if you
Super
make the
Bowl.
right bet,
Right. You got to think of it this way, though.
because they're getting endorsement deals and shit like that, and I'm sure the
Yes.
team is getting a portion of that.
Exactly.
But you got to make sure that you're A, likable, B, fucking a pretty boy like Patrick Mahomes that walks like a fucking girl,
He walks like a duck and talks like one as well.
and you got to make sure he's good. Like, you got three factors that are,
Yeah.
I mean, granted, the Bills hit the trifecta because Josh Allen is not a bad looking kid, and he's got the talent behind him, and he's marketable.
He seems to be coming from a good place, too. Same as Mahomes.
He's coming from California, so I don't know how much of a good place.
He's a fucking, they're, what are they, pistachio farmers?
Sure.
They're MAGA.
I did see Josh Allen hug a girl because his brother.
Wasn't that a heartwarming
That
tale?
was nice.
Where'd you see that? From Jonnny Anchors' Twitter account?
Probably.
Yeah, that was a very touching moment. You can hear when he walks up, though. It sounds like the same noise that Beatles Mania had in the 60s. When they're rushing out of Shea Stadium to get into their little cabs to get the fuck out of there with all the girls running and screaming and people screaming.
Yeah.
And it's kids. It's basically like being at a K-pop concert. Like, oh my God, it's Taylor Swift or whoever the fuck that those little kids listen to these days.
Not
Young
Tay-Tay.
Gravy.
Young Gravy.
Fucking
Oh
young.
my
It's like a
God.
Young Gravy concert. And here comes Josh Allen, the Elvis of Western New York. Just little kids screaming, people, Josh,
I love you. I love you. Oh my God.
crying when he walks up to them. Literally crying, weeping.
The brother even said she's crying right now.
And she's over there, she's in the bucket hat, she's crying.
Please let me go hug her.
Like, all right, I got it. Like, probably like, shit, man, this is my life. You are Elvis.
Yeah, that's
Dating
insane.
A-listers. That's my top 10. I had Mahomes on top. There's some.
I'm not gonna hate it. I'm not gonna hate it.
Just think he's in a fucking league of his own right now, and until someone knocks him off, I thought Burrow could be the next one, but he's fucking brittle.
He is brittle.
Fucking brittle Burrow.
All right, so let's well, do you want to go into your rant about women's soccer real quick? Because you did make that beautiful segue.
Oh yes. So
You said something about Rapinoe being in the
yes.
first
Okay.
minute or whatever every time.
Yeah, this got some traction on the Twitter sphere. So I said, you know how to kill something, like, I'm paraphrasing this. You know how to, ruin
Viewership,
You know
yeah.
how to kill viewership on a women's soccer game? Put up an ad glorifying Megan Rapinoe right before the start of a match. And I was talking to my coworker earlier today, and I think I'd said something like that because he's a former soccer player. And he goes, dude. He goes, last night, he's like, I was watching it, and, like, I had a couple drinks, a little toke here and there, and all of a sudden, right before it started, he goes, why are they playing this shit? Like, are you fucking, she doesn't even start. She doesn't even play.
Oh, Jesus.
Like, she played last game when they played Vietnam because they have to play her. I'm going to get into it. I'm gonna really go into it on this one, okay? So let me put it out this way. I am a fucking red-blooded, blue flag raven fucking American, all right? Like,
Okay.
I'm a true supporter.
Patriot. You're a patriot.
I'm a patriot to, especially, besides the actual New England Patriots, to every U.S. team when they compete. When it's the Olympics and it's a U.S. swimmer that's playing in their biological class, I'm going to support them. Any other team, handball, hockey, even, basketball, I struggle with too
Fucking
as well.
badminton.
Like, but basketball's sick because they just dominate it. It's so fucking fun to watch them. For some reason, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm a fucking a straight white male and you're going to come after me for this. Maybe you will. Who knows? I have a certain problem with the way that the United States women's soccer team portrays not only their greatness, but also why they are so obsessed with marketing to this team. And it starts and ends with Megan Rapinoe. Okay. I believe that she was the captain before. She's a huge spokesperson for women's rights, gay rights, and trans athletes' rights. Okay.
Yeah.
She's been on record saying something, again, paraphrasing, close to your high school or your daughter's high school volleyball game doesn't matter that much, that you can't allow a transgendered boy or transgendered girl to play in her game.
Yeah.
That's her opinion on the matter. Okay. Obsessed with Megan Rapinoe. For some reason, broadcasters and advertisers are obsessed with her. How'd that go, Subway? Pretty sure you fucking got her off your walls within like 3 weeks when people stopped going into your Subways for having her up there because she's an un-American, unpatriotic, living piece of shit. Okay? Now we're already canceled off YouTube. And it has nothing to do with her spokesperson on gay rights or trans rights. It's her unbelievably elitist smugness of the fact that she thinks that there's nothing she could do wrong, ever. There's nothing the United States women's soccer team then, therefore, could do wrong, ever. Did they just win the last 2 World Cups? Yes. Are they the favorite to win this World Cup? For sure. They're the best team in the world. Why do you think that is? Let me ask you, why do you think the United States is the best soccer team in the world consistently for now 12 years?
I'm going to go with the same reason the Yankees are good. Probably not right, but that's what I'm going to go with.
Money?
Yeah, that we pay everybody to come live here.
Okay, that's a good point. With the fact that we have more money per capita, per person.
Yeah.
That other countries don't have the same opportunities for, so that you could get your kids into sports and youth sports. Okay, that's the whole point. If soccer in other countries are way better than the Americans at finding soccer for men's players, because it's obviously a bigger sport there. I'm not going to say it. Most men in this country, when they play sports, not going to be soccer. I got you there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact of it is that all those other countries could theoretically have a better women's program or a better women's, sports, I guess, participation.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay.
If they had truly had as equal rights as the women do in America. Equal pay for equal work doesn't mean that if you do a sport that doesn't make as much revenue as a other sport does, that you should get paid the same. Go ask a hockey player if they make the same amount of money as an NBA player does. So when you're saying that they keep fighting for women's rights here, you are the glorification of the United States women's
I get what you're
rights.
Going. Okay, I see.
We're the best in the world.
Yeah.
Maybe we haven't got it all figured out yet, and we got some ways to go for sure. But we're still the fucking pillar.
Well, the problem with that is if they want more money, they have to somehow get more viewership.
Yeah.
And getting more viewership, I'm sorry, is not going with the fucking rainbow flag.
With Megan Rapinoe.
It's not.
Who hates the country. Yeah. So,
well, not even that, because we're already at the top.
It's for the anthem last time, and they got shit for the first game because.
But it's not even about that, because we're.
It's just like
hang on,
making a point.
Shut up. So, but we're already at the pillar, so we don't matter anymore.
Yeah.
If we're already at the pillar, the only place we have to do is go down.
Go down.
But everybody else, if you want more money and if you want to play soccer, you are right. If you need more women's rights, so we are literally smacking everybody else in the world in the face when. I'd say Rapinoe, isn't that her name?
I think it's Rapinoe.
Rapinoe? Okay. But when you put her face of, we're being oppressed.
Yeah.
That's a bitch slap and a half.
You're lying. You're coming from a place that, like, you're not really oppressed. Like, you're probably making so much money off of these ads saying you're oppressed.
Oh, yeah.
You're living comfortably, Megan. Please. And last night,
let's go to the real countries that have fucking problems.
Exactly. How's
Iran doing when we fucking
is Vietnam's team?
Yeah.
Yeah, you outshot them 28-0, and you scored 3 goals.
We also decimated their fucking population. So how good are they?
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Fuck up. Yeah, exactly.
Like, what the fuck?
Not only are we going to imperialize you and your country and fucking ruin you for generations and cause a massive
and still lose the fucking war,
and then we're going to fuck you up on the soccer field because we're oppressed.
Just to fuck you up even more.
To prove that we're oppressed. So I have a hard time getting behind any team that is so overhyped, like the Chiefs, the Patriots for all those years, the Yankees when they're good, because they pay all this money. They're the villains. They should win. It's an obvious thing. All these ads that you see about them, who's going to stop this team? Who's going to stop this team? Like, these ads are insanely cocky. Alex Morgan sipping out of the boot. I placed my bet for her to win the Golden Boot Award before I saw this commercial of her sipping champagne out of a golden boot. I don't even know what the commercial was for because they run the ads constantly on Fox Sports. So I'm like, the whole time, like, dude, this is a team.
Spoiler alert.
So overconfident. They almost lost last night.
Yeah.
What's your spoiler alert?
Spoiler alert. Venezuela.
Venezuela coming out of there.
Venezuela is going to beat the shit out of U.S.
So they play Portugal next.
I don't think
you think
Venezuela is going
to. They got to beat Portugal. I'll be up at 3:00 in the morning on Tuesday watching women's soccer.
You're a fucking madman.
So Netherlands, I'm not going to be watching. I was kidding. The Netherlands played them good last night because they had nothing to lose. They're going up against the American bear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And at first, like my friend at work had said, had a hard time like rooting for that team because of all the overconfidence and the fact that like they didn't really look that good. Like they truly, they got scored on first, and then one of the main defensive players for the Netherlands got hurt and got taken out of the game.
Ooh.
And then the second half, the U.S. dominated down in the other end, and there was this crazy play, and I got a tip of the hat to our captain Haran, who she got like taken down. Horan, I don't even know how to say her name. Haran. She got like taken down in the box, no penalty. She was pissed. They were like about to fight. They were beefing in each other's faces. They had to be separated. It was like this whole fucking situation for like 5 minutes. And the U.S. got a corner after that. And like right after they separated all of them, they kicked it over, and the girl that got taken out, the captain for the U.S., went in there and fucking headed the shit out of it into the net, tied it up. Again, that was proud. I was like, yeah, let's fucking go. Like, but it was hard for me in the beginning to root for a team that's so fucking cocky. It's like, I get it. You're the 2-time defending champion. You're trying to do something no one's done before. But guess what? You've already did.
Yeah.
No one's ever been this good at women's sports besides the United States women's teams. The United States women's basketball, come on. When's the last time they would lose?
I don't know.
The soccer one's good because it's like the only sport that we dominate in where we didn't create it.
Yeah.
Like fucking football, basketball, baseball. Yeah, we dominate. Cool. Baseball is not
We
even that
we
much
call the
anymore.
World Series because there's one Canadian team.
Yeah.
Or
Well,
two.
I
There's
would
two.
say
Whatever.
that's more of a global sport now. Basketball is actually becoming more of a global sport too, but no one's ever going to.
Yeah, you know why? Because the NBA fucking partnered with communist China.
Thanks, LeBron.
Yeah.
Should we get into that one?
Yeah, LeBron James' son went down with cardiac arrest. Now UFC 291.
Woo! We got it in there. Hey, prayers out though for Bronny Jr.
Yeah, I don't want anything to happen to him. That's fucked up. And
I like him a lot better than his father.
Just because his dad's a fucking non-human devil worshipping motherfucker.
There it is.
I don't wish anything bad on his son unless he's already practicing.
None.
UFC 291 is gonna be fucking
It's a big
insane.
one. It's what they call one of the big uns.
So I'm going to talk about one prelim, and it's only because I can't believe he's back on the prelims, and that's Derek Lewis.
Okay.
Derek Lewis has fallen off quite a bit. He suffered
beat a lot.
like 4 defeats. Still
Yeah.
on the roster. So
How long his contract's for? Because I know that they.
I don't
once
know,
it's up, they probably wouldn't.
the only problem
Get him
is
again.
the only problem that the UFC has with cutting him is that he's so likable.
Yeah, he's
And
a big name.
he's my balls are hot, dude. I mean, you can't fucking. But he's also gonna lose. So
Sucks for him.
I don't like Marcos Ruggiero de Lima is a beast.
Is Lewis a big dog?
He's not a big dog. He's at plus 155. Well, because Derek Lewis always has the threat of you connect and you're out.
You're sleeping.
Yeah. But that's the only prelim that I want to talk about. Now, this main card is fucking insane. With the first bout being Michael Chiesa versus Kevin Holland.
Okay.
Now, if you want to see a banger, just tune into this fight because this is going to be a banger.
What's the weight class?
welterweight, so 170.
Okay, so those are some pretty decent sized boys. They
Yeah.
look a lot bigger than 170. They'll probably be about 180, 185 when they go.
Probably somewhere
Yeah.
around there. Kevin Holland is a boxing machine.
Oh, I love Holland.
He's a good
I like
good
to
fighter.
watch his fights.
Michael Chiesa ain't no slouch either. That motherfucker can throw.
He's going down.
Is he?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, he's not. It's pretty even money. Minus 145 for Holland, plus 125 for Chiesa.
I like Chiesa. He's been around for a bit, right?
Yes. So is
Yeah.
Holland.
Yeah, they've both been. So they've been around the block. Have they fought before?
I don't think so.
Okay, so
It's not a 2.
what
so.
I always go to on those situations is that's a bit of a toss up. That's as close to a toss up as you're gonna get, especially a main card. You know, one guy's not even that highly favored. That could move by
Yeah.
Saturday.
Oh, for sure it's gonna move.
So I don't know, man. For some reason, I just feel like Holland, and as much as I know about fucking UFC, just seems like in a better spot than Chiesa or Kessa, whatever the fuck his name is. Chiesa.
Michael Chiesa.
Michael Chiesa. He's a fucking Chiesa.
So you took
He's gonna say
fucking.
cheese.
You're taking Holland.
I take Holland.
I don't like the. I don't mind that bet. That's a good bet. I like Holland. He suffered a loss, and I think he's gonna come back even harder. I like that bet. Next fight, lightweight bout. So 155. Tony Ferguson versus Bobby Green.
Whoa.
So a lot of people are saying, myself included, that Tony Ferguson needs to fucking retire already. He needs to retire already. But he's going to kick the shit out of Bobby Green.
Okay. So on his way out, this is like his little swan song.
I don't even think it's going to be a swan song because
Really?
Tony Ferguson's a fucked up dude, man. Like, he lives for this shit. He's a Donald Cerrone that's nuts. By the way, did you see what Donald Cerrone just said?
No, did he come out with something crazy?
He came out with something that's crazy.
Bring it up. Bring out some fucking cowboy.
Donald Cerrone says, I'm going to kick the shit out of Andrew Tate.
Really?
That guy has made up boxing championships. I'm an actual fighter. I'll kick the shit out of that pussy boy.
Wow.
I might have been paraphrasing. I don't know if he said pussy boy, but I liked it.
Whose side you taking in that one?
Cerrone.
Yeah, he's gonna probably kick the living shit. That fight's not happening.
Never.
What
You got
happens
more probability of Musk
versus
and
Doc? Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go. We're hyping that one up. Come on, bring it.
another
Shout out XAP.
another welterweight bout. We have Stephen Wonderboy Thompson versus Crazy Man Michael Pereira. So Michael Pereira is the guy that
Is
did
he
the
favored?
I think he is not actually.
Really?
No, he is the dog.
What did he do?
He's the one that did a backflip and almost kneed someone in the face while they were on the ground.
Oh,
Yeah.
a little bit more awareness out of Mr. Pierre, please. He is a
He's-
crazy man.
He's gotten better, but
He's a crazy man.
He's still crazy, but that's going to be a fantastic fight. I'm probably going to take Wonder Boy on that one.
I was gonna say the nicknames alone, Wonder Boy sounds more confident to me as a nickname standpoint than Crazy Man. Anybody?
Well, I don't know what
Crazy
his
Man
actual
UFC.
fucking nickname is. I just called him Crazy.
You call him the Wonder Boy?
No.
Oh, crazy.
I-
You call him Crazy.
Crazy Man, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Stephen Wonderboy Thompson is definitely his nickname.
Okay, gotcha.
Next one is a light heavyweight bout, and I believe this is for the belt.
Wow.
Because
So
I
double
believe
belts?
I believe that the belt was just coughed up. Oh no, John Jones has the belt. Never mind.
Yeah.
I thought fucking that was John Jones versus the French guy. Never mind. This might be a number 1 contenders belt because we got number 2 facing number 3.
Okay.
Jan Blachowicz versus
Jan.
Alex Pereira. So Alex Pereira just lost to Izzy Adesanya.
Yeah. At what weight class?
That was
That was
185.
185. Okay.
This is 215 or 205. Sorry.
Hard to go up a weight class, isn't it?
Jan Blachowicz already beat Izzy. Alex Pereira has no ground game. Jan Blachowicz chokes motherfuckers out.
So Jan's winning that one.
Yeah.
What's the
I
odds
believe-
today?
He's minus 120. Pereira is minus 110.
Wow.
So that's your even money.
That's a fucking lock and a half right there to throw into a parlay, especially.
So yeah, I believe that one of my bets this week was Jan to tap him out.
Jan for submission. Okay.
Yep.
That's a good little insight there. I mean, that's wild that there's that much of a background of like who they'd fought. And, I think that matters more in this type of sporting event
Yeah.
than like,
You gotta-
football or hockey.
You got a straight up kickboxer
Yeah.
versus a straight up mixed martial artist. I'm sorry. Mixed martial arts always wins.
Okay.
You can't be
That's a
good
good
at one thing. You have to be good at everything.
Plus, Jan, he's on a winning streak, right? He hasn't
He is on a
lost in
winning streak,
while.
yes.
So why would he?
And he's on a
continue?
this could be his last run for the belt. I mean, he's getting up there.
Yeah, he's been around for.
He's been around for a bit.
Well, I hope he wins it. I'd be rooting for him.
I
I'd definitely take.
I honestly think Jan could beat John Jones.
I'm taking him. Let's not get crazy. I won't ring the bell because it could happen.
I believe that it could.
Hopefully, after
At
this,
least
after
you have
this
a
fight.
At least you have an elite heavyweight and not this French guy who just showed up and
Yeah.
lost to Francis Ngannou.
Yeah,
Like, nobody cares about what is it?
it was a cherry picked fight.
Cyril Gane, like this fucking guy. He's got a good structure. He looks good. He's muscular. He can't do shit in the ring. Fuck
He
off.
looked right for the part for John Jones to win.
Yeah, he looked
So now,
great.
if Jan wins this one, he should go fight John Jones for the next one.
I
That'd be a good
believe.
fight.
Yeah, that would be a good fight.
John Jones owes that to everybody.
And then you got the main event.
Ba-ding.
You think that wasn't good enough? Because it was, in my opinion. But you have this one to top it all off. For the baddest motherfucker belt.
They keep coming out with this thing.
It's the first one since Jorge fucking and
Masvidal?
Yeah, Jorge Masvidal and Nate
Diaz,
Diaz.
right?
Yeah, this is the first one since then. Dustin Diamond Poirier
Love Diamond.
versus Justin Gaethje.
Also a legend.
Also a legend. Now, this fight could go one of two ways. And the way Dustin is talking is going to go the way that I want it to.
Which means he wins.
No, but it also means that when you get put in positions, you're going to go to know what you know. Dustin's taking this fight, at least what he says, as a banger. That they're just going to stand and throw. Which feeds right into Justin, that's Pettis. Never mind. I don't know his fucking name.
Yeah.
Justin Gaethje's fucking wheelhouse. He loves to just get in there and throw. He's got a chin. He knows he can take it.
Oh, yeah. His face looks like it.
Yeah.
He's got a couple
I
craters.
think he got his fucking nose fixed so he can breathe again.
Yep.
But
watch out for that deviated septum.
Yeah, a lot of people are getting it fixed and having a hell of a time. Like a good time. Like fucking getting out there and breathing and fucking being able to kill people. But if you get into a throwing match with Justin Gaethje, you got to be able to take the hit, which I think Dustin can. But you also have to have the wherewithal to not go to your roots, which Dustin's roots are wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Gaethje's roots are also wrestling, but he doesn't utilize it at all.
Yeah.
He doesn't utilize it at all. He
does
never
the
goes
training
for it.
but he wants to just go out there
Yeah,
and say, fuck
he's
it,
a
let's fucking
fucking
rock.
wrestler. He's a wrestler.
He's originally a wrestler?
Yeah.
Gaethje?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
He's a wrestler.
Seems like a brawler to me.
He is a brawler.
Yeah.
He turned into a brawler, but he comes from high school and collegiate wrestling. Like, he's a wrestler. He knows how to
I have to
wrestle.
imagine a lot of them do, right? Except from America. Like the American guys. Unless they're just straight up boxers.
Yeah, a lot of them are just boxers that get
Yeah.
into mixed martial arts because it's more lucrative now.
Yeah.
Well, not really, but it's...
But the other guys, like the Brazilians, the international guys, Chechens, what fucking art do
They're
they
wrestling
learn?
bears.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do?
The bear wrestler, the bear wrestlers of the world, you just got to stay away. I've said this before. I'll say it again. It's just unfair when you go up against a Chechen.
You can't. What are you going to do?
Different, bro.
They're
They
built-
are him.
They are built different.
That is that is an entire country of hymns.
Yeah. No guessing their pronouns.
This is sponsored by hymns.
Yeah, that's what we got for UFC 291. Yeah, I recommend
Who are you
watching
taking
it.
in the final fight? I might have to go Gaethje after that. After you convince me.
If Dustin is gonna go
I
to
wanted
a
to go
true,
Poirier.
if Dustin's gonna go a true stand up match, Gaethje's got it all day.
Yeah.
If he gets in trouble and goes to his roots, Dustin's gonna get him.
Okay.
Hopefully, I like Justin. I like Gaethje more than Poirier. I hope Gaethje wins. Hopefully, he hurts him enough to not be able to have a wrestling threat, but who knows?
Who knows?
This is also coming from the guy that called the Dustin Poirier Conor McGregor fight. So
You also called what was that other one that you had recently? Duplessis.
Marcus Duplessis. Yes.
Yes.
Knock that motherfucker out, like I said.
That was good.
Swigs was not fucking feeling it, but I knew it.
He was not feeling it, but you know what else he's not feeling? The standings right.
100 points back from me.
Dude, it is starting to get close. So we are now 27 weeks. If you've listened to any of the other Mortal ones before, you've known that we've been doing a gambling competition every week. Hopefully you get 3 in a lock, but people slip. Other people add too many.
Sorry.
The auditor's job a good old fucking time.
Well, if he did it every week,
the auditor would be able to be more focused on it. Yes, you're right. God damn, we need to switch auditing firms. Anywho, I guess, just kind of some of the winners that we had seen in the last few weeks. I think, what's his name? Fucking Silent Partner hit. Actually, even before that, Swigs, or Jesus Christ, Chugs. I get those two confused. Chugsy, the younger brother, we got to have on here. Going up to their cottage this weekend. It's going to be a great fucking time. Can't wait.
He invited me to that
like
7 months ago and then never invited me on the actual day. I didn't know it was coming.
Come on up.
But I wasn't invited.
You're invited now. Come on up. Find a place to sleep. It's a tight squeeze at times. So the one that we had first was the home run derby. So he and I both picked Vlad Guerrero Jr. to win. That was plus 350, so 17.5 points. He also had that guy. Actually was the one who took too many that week. He had like a bunch of props from the home run derby. Home run over total is 524.5 for plus 1,000. I think it was like 330. It wasn't even fucking close. I added them all up, and I'm like, not even fucking close. Vlad most home runs, just random ones. He missed those. Swigs hit a couple small ones, some baseball bets. He doesn't really understand the concept of the game. He keeps doing spreads, and winning 5 points at a time, and he's down big. Silent Partner hit Martin Truex at the Cran 301. He had a NASCAR bet there. Just what he needed. Fucking asshole. I lost all my British Open bets. Chugs lost all his British Open bets. No one had Brian Harmon, that little fucking guy.
Nobody.
I mean, I'm watching the turn, and it was the same day as the old reveal.
Yep.
And I'm like, just fuck up, you little fucking hobbit. Damn you. Go back to the Shire.
You and your hairy feet.
Yeah. Fuck, go throw some stones. Meet a wizard.
Hey, have second breakfast, you motherfucker.
Yeah, second breakfast. So it's funny because the first day, this kid Lamprecht, he was an amateur. He's actually South African, but he goes to Georgia Tech. Now, don't ask me why I know that, because I may or may not have been watching the NCAA finals on the Golf Channel one day and noticed this guy who's literally 6'9" on a golf course, swinging clubs for somebody that's 6 foot. So he's all the way hunched over. That's just how he plays. He's huge.
That's insane.
He's playing, NCAA. I go, that guy is going to be a fucking problem if he could ever figure out how to play. If he could be a Scotty Scheffler, a Dustin Johnson, or Brooks, those big guys.
Yeah.
He's fucking huge. He's 6'9". He was leading after the first day of the British Open. Tallest fucking golfer out there, 6'9", 6'10", whatever. And then obviously collapsed. Which is, I thought, what Brian Harmon was going to do, because he's a significantly, a foot and a half shorter than him. Shortest little fucking guy out there. I'm going to have to look it up just to verify, because when I went to the PGA, I remember looking and not knowing who it was walking through the one fairway. Who is that little guy? And they all look smaller than they do on TV.
Well, of course. Yeah.
Right? I mean, it just...
That's
TV
how it works.
adds a little... Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm looking, I'm like... Yeah, except for basketball players. When you see a basketball player in real life,
they get bigger.
They're like, whoa.
Are you human?
You are a fucking giant. Okay, so all the articles...
Nephilim are real.
Who is Brian Harmon? Real. Brian Harmon. All I need to know is height. And DuckDuckGo is failing me. Okay, so he's from Savannah, Georgia. He's nicknamed The Butcher.
That's terrible.
and they list him at 5'7"
So yeah, he's a foot shorter.
with his fucking spikes on. That guy is 5'5"
And
all
pumps.
over the course. Yeah, and pumps. That guy's got to be at least an inch or two. That's his golf day height. 5'7", 155. Just, I mean, when you see a picture of him, and I hate to I don't know, but like, bro, like this guy is from the Shire,
Oh yeah, he is a hobbit.
and he just won the British Open. Not only did he win it, he won it by like 5 strokes.
Yeah, he dominated.
Now it sucks when you want to watch golf and like enjoy the final round of a major because one guy is so much further up than anybody else. Nothing against Brian Harmon again. Nicer when it's a guy that you're rooting for, like Ricky fucking Fowler.
Do you have any more?
Is done. Majors are done. I lost my bet.
You suck.
That was I take it every year to Ricky Fowler to win a major, and nope, not this year. Try again next year, kid.
So we're 1 for 3 right now.
Yeah, he blew it
with a possible 2 for 3 next month.
Yes,
Because
Go back
that
and-
guy.
go back and listen.
Yeah, go back and listen to that episode because that
Right
guy.
around New Year's Eve.
Yep, about a day.
2 or 3 days before DeMar Hamlin.
It was one day
Mhm.
that before DeMar Hamlin went down on the field. Listen to that episode and get back to me.
Shout out our email.
Sean O'Malley is going to win a championship. Anyway, so what do we have left?
The standings. So I'll just
yeah.
run through the standings. Those were like some recent hits. You hit one though. You hit the Duplessis.
Yep.
Chugs again. Chugs hit a couple UFC bets. I think he had Dan Hooker.
Yep.
And he also had somebody from that fight card.
He had
Pantoja.
Oh, yeah, and he had Bobby Knuckles.
And he had Bobby Knuckles. He's been doing well. He has risen. I think the only one that I hit in recent was that bet with Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Yeah.
So it was all very, very close in the middle. Current standings. In last place. Did I always start with the first place?
Start with last.
Start with last?
Start with last.
In last place, we have Swigs at a whopping 198.28 points.
Killing it.
In fifth place.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
But very close.
I am close.
Beejapheths with 328 points, 328.77. Slightly above Beejapheths is other brother-in-law, soccer goalie Suckster. That guy. 333.93. Shout out that guy.
Coming for you.
He has been at that total for like a month. I had to go back and look.
Oh, Jesus.
I go, did he really not hit a bet that entire time? Because he was close. I think last time I looked, he was in second or third. I think he had passed me.
He did pass you.
Yeah, and that was probably last time I did like the totals. That was probably pretty close to a month ago.
3-4 weeks ago, yeah.
So I don't think he's. Unfortunately for that guy, he's working too much.
Just
on
like
his
just like his goal contending skills, he sucks.
He's struggling.
Not as bad as Swigs though.
Above him, out of the basement, from the position that Sniffs put him in from the beginning of this competition, Chugs.
Shout out to Sniffs.
Shout out Sniffs, man. He tore his ACL or Achilles. He's got an Achilles problem.
No shit.
Yeah, he's out for the rest of the year for our kickball team. It's fucked, dude. He was our leadoff kicker.
Aren't you supposed to be playing right now?
No.
Oh.
We play a different. Me and Silent Partner play a different team.
Oh, okay.
One of these weeks, I'll skip kickball on a Monday, and we'll have a Silent Partner on here.
All right.
But Chugs is in third with 341.15. So a massive ground built up there.
Yeah, that's impressive.
He
was number 4. Sniff was number 4 just because Swigs doesn't know how to make bets, which is insane because he places bets every day.
He only knows how to make parlays.
Okay. Oh, so he can't do individual bets?
The props is where he loses it. The props is where you win the most, lucrativeness.
Yeah.
We didn't really know what we were getting into when we started the competition of what was going to pay off more, and we figured it out pretty quick.
We did, very quickly.
Jalen Hurts' first rushing touchdown.
That hurt. Yeah, you were number 1 for a while, man.
From that.
Yeah.
And then
everything fell down.
And then fucking Silent Partner figured out how to First goal scorers.
Yeah, no shit.
That might be one of the most we have unlocked one of the hidden secrets of how to make a lot of decent money on betting, though.
Oh yeah.
Is to take first goal scorers, and especially in hockey playoffs or any hockey. Fuck, it's going to be coming up soon. Look into it.
Yeah.
Look into it. Gotta say at least once an episode. Look into those first goal scorers in the NHL.
All right, so you're number 2, right?
I'm number 2 at 350.21. So 9 points, a little less than 9 points off of Chugs. You are, let's put it this way. You in 5th place,
Mm-hmm.
you're only about 22 points
Away from number 2?
away from number 2.
Okay.
And at number 1, that motherfucker, brother of mine, silent partner at 608.08. Just,
He's not letting up either.
yeah. It's funny because I didn't look up, some of them you go on there because a lot of times everyone will tell you when you hit a bet. So you can go
Immediately
back and look at it, right? Swigs doesn't.
Nope. Chugs doesn't really.
Chugs doesn't really brag about it. He doesn't really say anything about it, so I had to go back and look at that. We all kind of just watch together and then or just watch it, and they're like, okay, agreed. It's on me for not going back and auditing it real time. But the that one, I was just like, dude, you just, for randomness on Sundays, he doesn't even look at that during the week. Gets to the end of the week, and on a Sunday, he takes a bet in every single game.
Yeah.
He had Ellie De La Cruz, which if you haven't been paying attention to baseball, this kid's electric.
Yeah.
Plays for the Reds, skinny little fucker, tall, crushes the ball. So he took him to get like 2 hits, 2 RBIs, and a home run, and all this, like all Ellie De La Cruz, all in for one game.
Yeah.
I think the Reds lost that game 1-0.
Oh no shit. Oh, that
like
sucks.
1 hit.
That
He's been
sucks.
lighting it up, and he was just like, I think that game was literally 1-0. Yeah.
That
So
sucks.
that's the, if you do it all in one game, if you want to like get your splurge out on one day, if you're that kind of gambler, I don't know, man. It could work for you. Could fucking bite you in the ass. I like one event gambling.
You guys are all about the one event gambling. I like spreading it out.
Yeah.
I
haven't been
like
able to pick a golfer in a while.
I like UFC cards, but I try
Yeah.
to throw something else in there.
What'd you take for this week? Did you put anything in yet?
Yeah, I put in a couple bets for
Tony Ferguson plus
Tony
300.
Ferguson. I think I got Jan.
Jan TKO.
Yep.
And Poirier by submission.
Poirier by submission, because I think he's gonna go to his roots.
None of those are your locks.
I don't know what my lock is gonna be.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Sean.
Yeah, but that's next month.
That's next.
That's
month.
a future
Okay.
bet.
So that's gotcha.
Chugs made a future bet.
Chugs made the future of plus 220.
Which also, do we get points? Like, does that guy get any points for the first? I know.
No,
Like,
that's not part of the game. I wouldn't have taken it for Ricky Fowler if he actually closed out the fucking U.S. Open in L.A. I mean, I think I put it in the competition anyway, so I fucking lost that future bet. So yeah,
All right.
If you should take it though. I mean, at some point, you should have looked it up at the futures of him becoming champion, if that's even a way to bet UFC.
I don't think that's.
I
A way
don't
to
think
bet.
that is. Like
No.
their future odds of being. It's like buying a stock.
You can't even bet the method and round fucking 3 days prior. You got to wait till day of.
Mhm.
Like
That's
for
tough.
fun, some of them you can't. Like Derek Lewis, I was gonna take Derek Lewis to knock him out because why the fuck not? And it'd be great points, but I can't even look it up.
Yeah.
It's not out there yet.
Can't
Craziness.
Look it up. We always tell you to look it up, and now you can't. Can't look it up.
For this episode, last Mortal Sportsman episode, you were gonna give us a hack of betting. Do you remember what that hack was? Because I
Yes.
believe we were gonna go down the road, down the
shot.
road.
It's okay. I'm gonna take one with you. We've made it through another episode, and we only took one shot.
Yeah.
It may have nothing to do or everything to do with the fact that we were gonna now go upstairs and have dinner with our wives. Oh, you have one over there.
Yeah.
Good. Take her.
But I believe we're gonna go down the road of, and I can't believe I'm saying this. WNBA.
That is exactly the route we're going down, brother. So, all right, I'm going to see if he'd answer the phone. And he didn't answer it last time, but I'm just going to see if he does. He does not know we're doing a podcast.
Well, maybe you'll answer then.
Exactly.
Cheers.
Now he might be worried. Every time I call him, it could be a time to come on the podcast. He's a busy man.
You're not gonna let it go to voicemail?
No trains.
Automated voice messaging system.
You happy now?
I am.
Okay, so the hack was a certain team that's like absolutely crushing it in the WNBA, like a cheat code.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta find where he sent like the specific team.
Breonna Taylor, is that her name?
Breonna Taylor,
Yeah.
the one who got shot from the no-knock
Oh
warrant.
no, yeah, that was terrible. What the fuck's the name that got
That
from?
also, by the way, in the support of the no-knock warrant, Breonna Taylor was murdered. Those cops are in the wrong.
What? Who's the girl that came from Russia? That got
Brittany Griner,
There you go.
who supposedly might be dating Kevin Durant. Whoa! Kevin Durant's gay. Whoa! Do we have enough bells yet for the end of this episode? No, I'm kidding. I mean, that might have been bullshit, but I saw it somewhere. Kind of
Well, I mean,
crazy
it
story.
kind of fits. I mean,
If the glove fits, what do we do?
a quit.
My Beejapheths. My Beejapheths. Yep.
Yeah.
If the glove don't fit,
We
you must have quit.
because the fucking thing never shrinks. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's the Aces. Whoever the Aces are, they have the best women in WNBA. That's why I told you I didn't really know a whole lot about it. I wanted to get him out there because apparently whatever the spread is, and maybe since then they figured it out. He goes, because the spread just hits every single time. Like, they don't lose. I saw you took the Phoenix Mercuries to win the
Yeah, you know who's on that
WNBA.
team?
Who's on that team?
Griner.
Brittany Griner. Okay. So you just needed to get involved in some type of that Griner
Well,
action.
so is this the first time she's playing since back from Russia? Is this the first season since back from Russia?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure I got a solid bet then.
Yeah. Well, let's say this. They would love to have her at least in the final. That's a great story. Especially now,
Yeah.
getting her back from Russia.
Yeah. We got
I
to.
mean, holy shit, man. We didn't have anything that good in the fucking 80s. We had the U.S. men's hockey team,
Mhm.
which was great, but they weren't, they
Yeah.
weren't fucking refugees of, there were some people in Iran that came back and saw it. And if you ever watched the documentary about the 80 Olympic team that I think ESPN or maybe HBO came out, I think it was HBO. The documentary, not the movie Miracle, which I love and watch every single year on February 22nd. The one with, I don't know, I'm pretty sure it's HBO, but they talk about how the refugees in Iran during the Iranian, or the hostages, that was it, the hostages. I kept saying refugees.
Okay.
The hostage crisis in Iran. When they got released, they showed them a video of all the things that happened while they were gone. And it ended with the 1980 Olympic game against the Soviets.
No shit.
And they said that all of them were just so happy, it was hard to live that long in captivity. Here's all the things you missed, and it ended with that game. They said we all just felt so proud to be doing what we did, because there was many times when we were probably in there where living in depravity.
Yeah.
So it's a good moment.
It's a good heart.
Happy,
It's a
hard
good.
story. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But
It hits you in the
that's
feels.
just not what Brittany Griner is.
No.
So she
But
got
that-
fucking busted for smoking a weed pen in Russia, which is illegal in Russia.
But what are they doing in soccer?
Well, I mean,
They're pushing the trans activists.
Oh yeah, in that aspect, yes.
So what are they going to do in WNBA?
Yeah, the same thing.
Isn't Griner a lesbian? I thought she was a lesbian.
I thought she was too. Does that mean Kevin Durant's a woman and has been playing in the NBA?
Or is Griner a man and we just don't
Durant's
know
gay.
who anybody is anymore? Because
We're just living.
Michelle Obama's a
my
fucking-
God, I love it. Look up Joan Rivers. Oh boy, we got him. All
And look who
tonight.
just died. Their chef who saw his dick.
Oh, that might be coming up next on Updates on Humanity.
Also, coming up on our next Mortal Sportsman, we will get to our new divisions of the NFL.
Yes, we're
That
gonna
will
go
be
up
on
with
the
some
next
new
one.
divisions.
We have much to talk about on the next updates, which will be our next podcast, because holy fuck. A lot of shit's happening. Obama's killed a guy. I mean, it's pretty obvious. We got Astro coming up where we're going to talk about a whole bunch of shit. Just stay tuned with Leaving Earth. If you want to connect with us, leavingearthpodcast@gmail.com. At Beejapheth on Twitter. That's at BEEJAPHETH. Beejapheth. At Jonnny_Anchors.
It's your boy.
Hit us up on Rumble if you would be so kind. Give us a follow on Rumble so we can go on live on Rumble and not on this YouTube bullshit where we're gonna get canceled.
We've already been canceled. We've said enough cancelable shit. Just
Oh, yeah.
Put it out there.
As soon as this gets we stop recording and they actually listen to it, we're fucked. But anyway,
That's why we do it.
You can hit us up on Twitter, you can hit us up on Instagram, you can hit us up on Rumble, you can hit us up in email. Sergeant Brubby's crew,
Shout
love
out,
you,
Brubby.
bro.
Thanks for the call, Brubby.
Love the call. We need some more calls like that.
The locals. He's hitting up the locals out there, telling us about the podcast. We see you down up there.
If anybody else would like to be a part of the podcast, please just let us know. We will get you on. We want to talk to any and everybody. If you don't believe in our politics, we want to know why.
Y'all.
If you don't believe in our fucking shit that we say, we want to know why, and we want to debate you. An actual debate where you get to say whatever you feel without getting broken up in, because we are not going to censor you.
You know what we should check in on?
What's that?
I Want Liberties.
We should check in on him now that we actually have a system.
Yeah, this would be good. We have a legit system. We've upgraded the equipment.
Yep.
I'll take a couple pictures if you want to take a couple pictures. Probably a bit better suited than I am. We've got our shit together. We're going to continue on this beautiful journey of leaving fucking Earth podcast because shit, I didn't give a fuck if any of y'all listen to us. I'm just happy to say what needs to be said. And
honestly, if the power goes out like I think it will, we will still try to find a way to broadcast so that everybody can hear what actually is going on in the fucking world.
We'll tap in. Consider us the orators of the future through whatever fucking technology that we have at the time that we were given it. And we're always going to keep it fucking real. And I want you out there. Well, you know what I'm going to say. Actually, before I say it, do we have a cool song to be teed up? Getting a call from upstairs?
We're getting a call from my stepfather-in-law that I will call back as soon as we send.
Woo, boy. Okay. All right. So let's find one other song to close this out. Who's closing us out this week?
Oh, we're finding another song?
We need something.
All right. Hang on.
That's the way we do it. By the way, the hack was the Las Vegas Aces. Las Vegas Aces.
Just take them?
22-2 this year. They've lost 2 games.
Wow, that's insane.
Yeah. Next closest, best record in the league is 17-5. With Liberty. That's gonna be a good fucking final.
This is gonna be the Viagra Boys
with
sports.
It's just sports?
Just sports.
Yeah, sports. Make it a good one.
I need to turn the music on. You'll have to listen to it.
Baseball, basketball, wiener dog, short shorts, cigarette, surfboard, ping
No, it's
pong,
Viagra Boys.
rugby ball, wiener dog,
They are playing tennis.
skiing down on the beach. Sports. 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 Volleyball. Naked girls, naked boys do the dance down on the beach. Smoking dope, short shorts, cigarette. Getting high in the morning. Buying things off the internet. Sports!
Yeah, we might have found a banger. Stop it. All right, that's the place. Everybody, please stay tuned to Leaving Earth and Jonnny Anchors.
Stay tuned to some more content. Be nice to each other. Be patient out there. But above all else, be vigilant and take it easy.
Peace.